I really hope that you know, the fan isn't too loud. Because I have to run it if I'm doing Copics. Excuse me for a minute, I'm just... Oh my goodness, there's a bunch of weird little filters. What's this? Oh my gosh. Nope. Sorry. I just wanted to mess around with that. Wait, no. Boop. 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 Oh, that one's pretty. Oh, bubbles! I want to pop them. Seriously, you can't pop them? Oh, can I mess with them? Okay. Aw. I want to play with the bubbles. Dance party. Dream. Yeah, this does feel like a dream. Oh, I kind of like that one. Okay, it looks like we're hunting Ed now. It genuinely looks like we're hunting Ed. Hi, person! I'm just messing with stream filters before I get started. Oh, sepia. That's cool. Oh, I like that one. Whoa. Make everything a sketch. Oh, I'm even drawn. Okay, I'm done. I'm done playing. I'm done playing. Well, I don't think I ended up sharing the stream to everywhere that I meant to. Whoops. Well. Can I see chat, please? Could you just show me chat? I don't know. This is confusing. Anyway, I'll figure it out as I get going along. But anyway, welcome to today's stream. We don't have anyone here yet, but and my sister unfortunately doesn't like the smell of Copics, so she's not gonna be reading chat either. Oh well. But we can hopefully still have a fun time, right? I'm not gonna be able to look at chat, so I'm mostly gonna be talking to myself. Hopefully that'll be entertaining, and also hopefully the fan isn't too loud for you guys. I really hope it isn't. I have to run it because I'm working in my room, and then just... yeah, working in my room, and then later I have to sleep in here. I've given myself migraines with that, so I unfortunately have to run the filter fan. Because alcohol markers can stink up your room very quickly, especially green ones. Yay! Ed Boy is green. Of course he is. Anyway, I'll start working. Just getting my chair scooted up. It's like a maze around the, oops, around the desk. Okay, and unfortunately with Copics there is a bleed through problem. So a couple pieces of like printer paper that like to check and see if the printer's printing correctly. Just stick that underneath and you should be good. So what should I color first. I think I'll do all the gray things. So I tend to go with cool gray for stuff that's white. And I haven't worked on this paper in a while. This is usually just my sketch notebook. I have another sketch one back of Markiplier. I don't know if you guys can see that or this is even in frame, but I need to finish that one day. Right now we're working on Ed because he shows up on camera better. Plus I end up just like really close to the paper with my face because getting in all those details. Also, I'm not inking yet because I'm going to be using a dip pen, and with that you usually want to do Copics first, then ink. So I'm just coloring over the sketch, then I'll go to inking. And I don't know if I'm going to end up erasing everything or not. Usually I end up erasing the sketch, although normally I have like my light board, but in this notebook, I can't really do that. And I know it looks weird that I'm coloring in his eyes when his eyes are white, but I'm actually not really gonna leave the page white because I'm a messy artist and can't color inside the lines all the time. So I tend to do background colors. And I'm trying to not go over the pencil lines too much because that, like, I'll have to later, but it does end up dirtying your nib some. And with Copics, a dirty nib tends to mean a clogged nib, and then you can end up freezing up your whole marker, and then you have to throw it away, and these things are expensive. So I'd prefer to not do that. Really sorry I can't be looking at chat right now. Again, my sister isn't here to read it to me. So I'll just stand up and take a peek after I finish with each marker, and then I'll try to answer your questions or just react to what you're saying. Or yeah, that's pretty much all that I really just want to do with this, is just hang out with you guys, because y'all are fun. Also, one tip, if you end up needing to take a break, set, like, markers you haven't done, markers you've done. That way you can remember, like, what stage you're on, because sometimes it's really hard to tell with certain ones. Okay, just take a quick peek, and no one's here still. That's okay. I mean, I am going to upload the video later like I did with the last one, so perfectly fine. I don't know if there are any other Copic artists like that are going to be watching my channel, whether here or later, but if you could comment, do you end up going light to dark, or dark to light, or a weird mix? I was told one time to go dark to light, and so that's just what I've done the entire time. I didn't really know there was another way until I started watching some other YouTube videos, and then there's some people that go like from the darkest marker all the way to the lightest, and I'm like, what? That works? Because I usually go the opposite. Another reason I tend to try to not go over my pencil lines is they do smear. Where do I want the light coming from? Nah, I'll just do it that way because that's where my light is coming from. I wish I had some music to play other than that loud fan, but I'm not sure what's copyright and what isn't. So I'm playing it safe for a little while. I will try to get it one day, but for now... It looks so cursed. I found a channel that does like Eddsworld Vocaloid stuff, and that's just so cool. Oh, I wish I could remember the channel name, but I also don't think it's in English, so I wouldn't be able to pronounce it, unfortunately. Sorry if I just end up sort of going into silence. I'm used to just thinking to myself. I'll do my best to be entertaining, but this is a learning process for me, so still learning. Plus, there's just so much else to watch on a Saturday, so I entirely get it if you go watch something else instead of my stream. Honestly, I'm just kind of surprised anyone watches. And this isn't I'm not trying to like guilt trip anyone or anything like that. I know it probably sounds that way, but I'm genuinely surprised that people watch my channel. Y'all really mean the world to me. It's just, I'm so glad I can be any amount of entertaining to any people. It is just, ugh. I love it so much. I have a nasty tendency to like use way too many dark colors. I mean, you can tell that like the white darkened up a lot, so bad habit. Trying to break it, but also it's just fun. I'm not emo, I swear, it's just dark and brooding is interesting. Plus, it's just, these things are kind of addicting. I'm just blend, 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 blend. Hello. He probably looks pretty creepy right now, but I promise he will get better. I really wish I could make the camera focus. Let me see if I can, like, can I poke it? Poke? Poke? Nope. Okay. I mean, everyone has to start somewhere, so I'm just starting here. I do hope that you'll be able to see it better, you know, like, as I keep working. Because I know his shirt accidentally went nearly to black. Hopefully, going to the lighter markers will help fix that. I'm trying to learn how to sing a song Japanese, but I don't know Japanese. So that's kind of interesting, and I also am horrible at reading any pronunciations, whether they're in English or not, so... Yeah, that's entertaining. I accidentally went with the wrong marker. Buh, buh, buh. Oh well. Oh, I made his eyes way too dark. Oopsie. It happened. I'll just make the rest of the picture in very much shadow. I mean, I was probably gonna end up doing that anyway. I don't have many like pastel Copics. I just have like a bunch of dark ones. Your pupils smeared a bunch there. There we go. And I'll just go back in and sort of darken that up. So that I can see it. I'm not sure if you guys can you? I think so. Okay, so that's all the white. And I've gone entirely nose blind, so my room is probably reeking of the alcohol markers. Oh, I should probably check and make sure, yeah. You want to check and make sure it isn't bleeding through all of your backing. Because I've had to do that once or twice where like I had like 2 sheets of paper, but with how many layers I ended up doing, it bled through anyway. It's like, no, I want a clean piece of paper on the other side. Like you can sort of make it work sometimes, but other times just no. I have a little Copic book and like it shows all of the markers I've collected. So, gonna try to figure out like what color should I do as jeans, because I don't entirely remember. I'll probably end up going like gray. Which gray should I be using? Okay, then this one. Should I do that? Actually, I think I'll take this. Yeah, I end up ordering my markers first, and then I actually get to coloring once I have the order of them all laid out. And I'll probably go to this. And very, very deep shadows. Give me that. Now, you have to be careful because you can cover up your lines, and if you're only inking in black ink, you now have a problem. I'm lucky and I have some white ink that I'll probably be doing like some highlights on later. But, yeah, oh, you got a bunch of eraser stuff all over you. Go away. I use this marker a lot, B24 Sky Blue. It's so pretty. My favorite color is blue. Followed up very closely by green. And I apparently used to say when I was younger that red was my best color. Whatever that means. I don't know. I'm not sure if I knew back then. But I would say it. Also, I have no idea how far we're gonna get in this, because I do need to be working on my show pitch to Nickelodeon. So might have to end stream before I finish all the coloring. Who knows, I might get lucky. I might be able to finish it. Ooh, you're running out of ink. You can refill these. Just some of why they're so invaluable. And I just colored all over that line. Got to fix that. I'm so sorry if I just bumped the camera. But yeah, I'm hoping to pitch a show to Nickelodeon. I can't say much about it, of course, for, you know, like, I don't want to get my idea stolen and stuff like that, but... Ooh, you're running out of ink. Blending with you is gonna be fun, isn't it? I really hope I have a refill. I'll have to ask my mom to buy one. Please. Please, please. Oh, you're so dead. Ah! Yay. Oh gosh, it's so she did marker. Sorry, I'm not like reacting to chat if anyone's saying anything in it or anything. I don't have my sister to read it to me this time, so she doesn't like Copic Stink. Hope you're doing well, though. Oh, hi, sis. I get back to coloring. Okay, so... Oh yeah, and this is Ed from Eddsworld. I ended up drawing him on the stream I did yesterday. Kind of just as a, whoa, wait, I can stream? Sort of thing. He's a Newgrounds character, drawn by Ed Gould. I picked the wrong gray. Well. But yeah, Ed Gould ended up creating Eddsworld in, I think it's 2003. That's, I think, the oldest videos. And Tom from Tomska, if you know that channel. Matt from Matt Lobster, who actually now runs Eddsworld, and Tord were all going on adventures. And then Tord ended up leaving, and they still wanted adventures. And then unfortunately in 2012, Ed Gould ended up passing away from cancer. But Tomska made sure to keep the channel going. And then after the end aired in 2016, I believe, Matt took over. So now Matt's running it, and it's now, let's see, it was Eddsworld, and then Eddsworld Legacy, and now it's Eddsworld Beyond. I really like watching it. Yeah, me and sis end up watching it a lot. We're both just crazy about these boys. It's always the British ones. I really like the zombie fights in the old things. Like, Ed could animate a fight. Like, it was like really early Flash animations, but like, dang. You're pulling out all the stops, man. And it's just my personal opinion, but like, all of the new stuff, like, there've been a couple like chase scenes, but like, nothing compared to the old fights like Ed used to draw. Like, whoo boy, my animator heart just ooh. They look so good. I actually don't remember what color his jeans are, so I'm just doing what I think. I really should find some reference. But I don't have any. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful should come when we're together. Brighter than a lucky penny. I don't know the rest of the words. Oh, the fan isn't too loud, is it? Can everyone hear that? I have to run it for Copic Stink. Okay, good. I have the camera sitting like right next to it. Like it is right next to it, so okay. Also, sorry that I'm not like as active on like reacting to chat. Yay! But I'm having to stand up in my chair to see it because of where I have my camera sitting on a shelf above me. And I don't have any other devices, and Sis is actually in chat today instead of reading it to me because she doesn't like Copic Stink, so but I'm standing up every once in a while to check on you guys and see how you're doing. Hope you're doing well, by the way. Oh, thank you. I'm really happy to be streaming like this. It's so much fun. And it lets me work on art like this. Like, I really like doing animation videos that, you know, I can put on YouTube. But, like, stuff like this lets me work on still things. And I can still have a video to put out. Because, it's just my personal opinion, but speed paints can be kind of boring, so I like it better where I can talk to you guys and just ramble about whatever's on my mind, because believe me, I'm a rambler. Facts about me. I got up this morning. I'm bad at facts about me. Let's see. I just realized I made his pants way too dark. It's fun just making color blobs and then blending it all together at the end. That's some of why I love these markers. And yeah, I am really glad that I have the white ink, because I'm going to need it with how his pants look right now, because they are dark, dark, dark. Woo! Oh, there's stuff all over my desk. All the erasing I did yesterday. Ah. And I wish I could make it not blurry. Oh, I found a thing in the... Okay, it's going to get really weird looking, but I found a thing. I don't know if it just shows up for me, but, like, it looks like there are lights and all that. I don't know what that is, or why it's there, like, bubbles that I'm not sure if I can interact with. I really wish I could touch them. I want to pop them. But yeah. Make it look like an old film. Oh yeah, I think I remember when I drew some bubbles on my Tumblr. I really like drawing very bubbly things. I also try to have a bubbly personality. Comedy. Okay, camera, could you please focus? Please focus. Maybe my camera's like dirty or something. I'll have to check that later. I don't really want to go wiping it during the middle of a stream. That would be weird. Anyway, get back to doing this. I'm gonna go over this again. You can make some things darker. Sometimes this works. With like very dark markers, you can make certain areas darker by going over them a couple times. Usually you just make the color stronger of that marker. Where did you go? This one. Okay. I have two, I'm not sure if this one's in frame, but I have two bags because I have so many markers and it's just confusing sometimes. Oh, the light board's making noises again. Hopefully the fan covers that up this time, so only I have to hear it. So, if anyone is a fan of Eddsworld, what's your favorite episode? I don't really have one. I can't really pick a favorite, like, I don't really have a favorite boy either. Like, I'm weird. Like, Ed is relatable on so many levels because he's the artist and he has a similar sense of humor to me. And he ends up like having a few moments where he's just flapping and I do that and it's just like, okay, stop being relatable. You're scaring me, Ed. But Tom is also relatable in just certain ways that our heads work and it's just like, oh dang, should I be worried about this? Matt is adorable and baby and bean and like, yes, you are handsome, sir. You're adorable and everyone loves, like, everyone, like, you know the meme where like, everybody loves me, everybody loves me. That's him. Just, yes, the baby, the boy. And then Tord just like, angst lord. Of course I'm gonna love him. I kind of just have to. Legally, I just have to. I have covered up all of my pencil marks on his pants because it is so dark. It looks like old Ed. If you look at some of the like early Newgrounds stuff, then Ed was using way darker colors and stuff. And sort of darker themes because they had like zombie fights almost every episode. Yeah, it was funny, like, Ed would, like, beat up on the characters. And, like, he was not kind to himself either. Like, he would draw, like, there's an entire video of him just getting demolished by soda cans. Yeah, they're usually at night, too. But, like, there's an entire video of him getting demolished by soda cans to the tune of Sugar Sugar by the Archies. And, like, the cans are coming down and hitting him on the head to the beat. Like, he'll say, sugar, and then they're like, doom, 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 bouncing off his head, and then he's like, honey, honey. Like, oh man, ow. So he's not nice to his character. Sugar, ow, 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 ow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that fits. But, like, yeah, he's not nice to his character. And then... But he's also, I think, one of the, like, he got a super hero design, while Tord had to get turned into a zombie and ended up, like, getting badly hurt in one thing. Matt has been a zombie and a vampire. And a ghost. They've all been ghosts. They've all died, like, 3 times at least. Tom has, like, I think maybe, like, a monster that if he gets too mad, then he turns into the monster, kind of like the Hulk. But we're not sure if it's canon. The fandom loves it to death, but it's like, okay. Just dudes going out giving themselves superpowers, I guess. Go off. But, like, it's always just funny to me, because usually, like, the artist ends up, like, making themselves the hero, and, like, he isn't a superhero. Super Ed was a big thing, but, like, he ended up, when he got superpowers, it was usually just he ran into things. He wasn't a good superhero and stuff like that. It's just like, man. Like, cola cans beating up on him, doing this, doing that. Yeah, wow. Now I have sugar stuck in my head. Of course I do. Also, most of my pencil lines on his pants are just entirely gone. I'm gonna have to add those back in when I'm done. Hello, car at my driveway. What are you doing? Go away. Sorry, I get distracted.
My window looks like directly out onto the driveway, so I'm usually one of the first, if I'm in my room, to notice when a package shows up or like a burglar. We've never been robbed, but there's always that thing in the back of your head like, but what if you are? What if you are robbed? Burglars. Ah, no, he was just trying to parallel park across the street. I have to get sugar out of my head. Just think about Yona Yona dance. Okay, marker, hold out on me, please. Please? Pretty please? With cherries and berries on top. I don't know what accents end up doing sometimes. I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, I just end up being crazy. Dance beatの糧心通じ合っていくさらけ出してちょうだい感情を手を鳴らして clap your hands. I forget the next lyric. Dang it. I don't know Japanese. And that's a bit too blue for me, so I'm going to darken it up with some gray. Also help blend it out some more. Just a touch, a tippy tap. Over to remind myself that I need to get a refill for it. And I'm gonna add back in the lines. I don't know if you guys can see them, but hopefully I can when I'm inking. There. Well, I can at least see them in the light. I don't know if you guys can on the camera. Ooh, gosh, I don't think you can. See if I can catch up. You can kind of see it. Dum blurry camera. Aw, thank you. Do I color or color? I don't know. I think I do both. It depends. Oh, thank goodness it's not leaking through. Oh, look, it's creepy. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. You're very sweet. Okay, what should I color next? It's Colacan, which is red. I need to get my red markers in one place. Or his hoodie, which is green and will stink up my room a lot. Or his hair. Aw, hugs to you guys too. I give you all the hugs. So which do you think I should color? Like, his can will go really quickly since it's so small. But I could do the hoodie and get it out of the way. Reek my room up something fierce, because for some reason the green markers stink the worst. Or do his hair. I mean, yeah, small means precision, but I mean, I already did like the cola, which is way smaller than the can itself. Okay, I did the can. Gotta find my red markers. Actually, let me look at the thing to make sure I'm getting the right red. Yeah, I think I'll start with... Where are you? Pink. Then go to red. I get one green and pink too, to really make it shine. Then go to red. I'll be crazy and go back to pink. Nah, that might be too much pink. Yeah. I'll do red. Just start it with pink. Because cola cans end up being sort of pinky, don't they? I don't know, my grandparents drink more Dr. Pepper. You give them cola and they will... I'm surprised that they actually haven't spit it out before. Because they get kind of mad. No, that was Southern, wasn't it? Mad. I wonder how many different accents I slip into at random times. Because I don't hear myself doing it most of the time. I'm just vibing. I was actually at physical therapy the other day because my knee got hurt in a... Like, I was trying to help my dad get a cabinet out of the truck and I ended up holding it for too long. And that thing was heavy and it all went down on that knee and it ended up like overstraining it a bit. So I'm okay and getting better. A lot better, actually. It's just still in the process of getting better. But I was at PT the other day and I ended up teaching my physical therapist about the word yeet and chunky, which chunky apparently isn't in the dictionary, so she didn't believe me, but looks like a cola can. It's cola can colored. Here because I have a different thing on the light board that I've been working on that I really need to finish.
Oh, thank you. Cola.
I really wish I could make the chat like stay permanently
So that I could, you know,
see. Oh gosh, you guys can't see that, can you? Focus. Here. Ta-da! Fun fact, I don't actually like soda.
it's weird. I just don't like the carbonation in it.
There's a couple sodas that are like just so good that I end up drinking it anyway, and I actually don't mind it. And sometimes I want carbonation. It's just very rarely. But like Red Rock Grape and Grape Fanta. Oh, those are good. But other than that, I'll pass. I tend to actually drink water at restaurants and stuff. It's healthier and just... it's not carbonated. If stuff is very, very carbonated, it's like, oh gosh. I also can't stand spicy very well. I don't have a very high tolerance. Oh yeah, milk. Milk, yeah. I actually drink milk at Waffle House. I actually don't get water at Waffle House. At Waffle House I have to get milk. I'm not sure if I drink milk at any other places, really. Carbonated milk, yeah, I've had that, actually. That was, the carbonated milk was a, prank gone very bad. Yeah, at one April Fool's, our family ends up sort of doing stuff like that, but, like, one time my dad had dry ice, and he put it in our milk, and most of the bubbling had calmed down, but, so it looked normal, but it had left the carbonation in it. And gosh, that was sour and disgusting. Me and my sister took one drink and it was ew, 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 ew. I mean, it's just carbon dioxide, so it wasn't necessarily gonna hurt us, but it's like, gross. And then just, ew. My dad nearly was like, oh, it's just carbonated, drink it anyway. And then we made him drink some of it, and he was like, oh, that spoiled it. Nope, you don't have to drink that now. So, we didn't have to drink it. Yay. That was disgusting. Interesting, and it gave me a story, but, like, ew. Just, ew. I mean, it wasn't a mean-hearted trick. Like, most of the time they just end up putting food coloring in the milk. But I agree with you of, like, you don't mess around with food for a prank. It is a bit of a mean-hearted joke, but, like, most of the time, like, we just end up putting food coloring in it so it's blue or something like that. It's just this year we had dry ice, and we didn't think it would do anything other than make it bubbly. We didn't know it would make it taste bad or anything like that.
So we thought it was like making it blue, just, you know, instead of a color, it's a texture. Unfortunately, it made the taste go rancid too. Completely unintentional, and in a way it was a science experiment, so I almost got to count it as school. Being homeschooled is amazing. You get to count nearly anything as homeschooling. But yeah, no, we don't tend to do mean-hearted pranks for April Fools. It's usually stuff like turning your milk blue, or I think one time, we do a lot with food coloring. We, oops, bumped the camera. I think one time we put, food coloring in the toilet tank, but not the bowl. So then when you flushed it, it turned all green. So my sister thought that a slime monster was coming for her. Well, she also kind of just rolled her eyes. There was like 2 seconds of panic, and then it was like, oh yeah, I'm in this family. Never mind. So, we don't tend to do very mean-hearted pranks. I think one of the meanest pranks that we ever did was actually done by me. I figured out that our refrigerator, they have those sensors to see if the door's closed and it turns off the light. I found that. And I figured out if I put my finger on it and pushed, it would turn off the light. So what I did was I took a piece of tape and taped the sensor closed. So it thought the door was closed even if it was open. So my dad walks in there and opens the fridge door and thinks that the light bulb has blown, and that fridge is horrible to change the light bulb in. Meanwhile, me and my mom and sister, who I'd gotten the prank already with, but they didn't react too incredibly much. But they were just kind of like, oh, what? Okay. But my dad was like, oh no, oh no, it's gonna be horrible. And me and my sister and mom were just all dying over there. And he was like, this is not a laughing matter, that's just died. And then I walked over and took the tape off. And the light came back on, and he just stared at me for a second. And then he called me a little gremlin. I don't think he said gremlin, he said like Tommy knocker or something. But yeah, I think that's the meanest prank we've done. The meanest prank that it felt like was when my parents told us that we were gonna have brownies. And then there was the pan that we always cooked brownies in. And then instead of brownies, there was a sheet of paper in there that they'd taken a brown crayon and drawn E's on. Just capital E's, lowercase e's, upside down E's, backwards E's. So I think that was the only prank that actually got me to cry. Which is sad. Like, I was excited for brownies. But yeah, those are like the two meanest pranks that I can think of. We don't tend to do mean pranks. My mom didn't even like let us celebrate April Fools for a long time. So we tend to not do very mean things. I think another time there were googly eyes taped all over everything in the fridge, so you opened it up and there's just googly eyes on like the milk and the cheese and everything. That was entertaining. But yeah, we don't tend to do mean pranks.
I've heard of some mean pranks that's like, oh wow. But yeah, I don't tend to actually do them myself. One, because those just seem mean. Two, because I think that my mom would ban it. Cola. Yeah, that's another thing. If a prank is mean enough, it will start breaking laws. It's just no. And boy, the boy. I think I'm gonna do his hair next because I really don't want to stink up my room too incredibly much. I love, there was a Markiplier video where he ended up saying stuff of like, there was like graffitied on a wall like, press control to crouch. And he was like, oh, that's weird, that's a really good style choice. We should do that. We should totally do that. Go out and Luxian was all around bouncing around the screen saying don't actually, but don't actually. Don't, do not. And he was like, but like, could you imagine you're just walking through a forest and then there's a sign that says press shift to run. And I'm just like, oh, I want to do that. I'm not gonna, but I want to. Like, that would be a good prank. I don't know who it would end up getting, but it would be a good prank. Yeah. It's like, where's the shift button? Why do I need to press it to run? What is behind me? You know, thinking about it, we actually end up sort of having two, April Fools, sort of April Fool's Day, and then sort of Halloween, because sometimes you have like pranks on Halloween. In a way, like those are usually like meant to be scary instead of like really prankish. So they're usually like both nicer and meaner in a way. Yeah. Yeah, the graffiti IRL of like press shift to run in the woods. That is just graffiti. But yeah, like, aw, you're welcome. I'm having so much fun drawing him. Thank you for stopping by. My dad used to have, like, there's a thing, like, Quaker Oats used to come in, like, these big tubes, and they were, like, made of cardboard. And you have cardboard on the bottom, and if you finished off the tube, then you could punch a hole in the bottom and put a string through it, and then, like, tie a button on the end so that it wouldn't go all the way through. Then you would hold the tube, and then run your hand along the string, and it would make this noise. I think I have one in my room somewhere, but I don't know where it got off to. But, like, my dad used to sit out in the woods on Halloween night with his brother, and they would both just sit there and as the trick-or-treaters were walking up to their house, and sometimes that'd be enough to run the kids off. Other times his brother would start like throwing rocks at their legs, sort of, like not anywhere close enough to hurt them, but like just making spooky noises. Oh gosh, they had so many people run away. My grandmother was mad because they wouldn't get that many trick-or-treaters. I think I'm going I put that? Oh, I put it. If I have too many dark colors, I tend to throw in another light one because I think I'm being overkill. Because I probably am. I love Halloween though. Like, it might be the fact that I've always heard of more pranks on Halloween than I have on April Fool's Day. But it's just one of my favorite holidays. Like, I love Christmas and stuff. It's just, like, I just love cosplaying. And it's the day that I get to do that. Although I don't know what I'm gonna dress up as this year. I really need to figure that out. I might do Darkwing Duck like I had last year. Not sure. I ended up not dressing up last year. There was a bunch of stuff going on last year, but oh my gosh, I just realized that in this, using this marker, it looks like Ed is a ginger like Matt. Yeah, that looks like Matt now. Put the purple hoodie in and like, it's now Matt. Oh wait, don't put it up. I still have things to do. But yeah, I love playing other characters on Halloween and stuff. I end up dressing up like ones that people usually don't end up knowing, like stuff from Eddsworld, sort of obscure thing, or like I sort of thought about dressing up like someone from In Space with Markiplier because I'm a fan of that too. So I end up liking just really obscure things. So I remember a few times people would ask me like, "What are you supposed to be?" And then just like I would say, and they're like, "I have no idea what that is, but I'll nod my head and pretend like I do." It's like, no, everyone should know this. It's amazing. Sometimes it's less about like actually leaving any of the previous markers thing uncolored over, and some of it's just you need that undernote, which is weird, but it does lighten all the later layers. And he still looks like Matt. Okay, go on to the next one. Sorry if I'm going quiet, I just went concentration mode there for a second. There are times where you like want to break up the thing and then it'll all blend out and look smooth in the end. Other times you want to color it solidly in, but I'm not used to doing the like making it all broken up look, so I tend to go quiet as I just kind of dance my hand around. What is that from? Oh yeah, it's DA Games. Yeah. Oops. I entirely forgot what that was from. Sorry, DA Games. I did not mean to do that. Oh, you're dead. The dark markers are always the difficult ones. Come on. Come on. And I'm British now. Does anyone know why? No. But I am. Just suddenly British. I ended up rewatching Tomska talking about Thomas the Tank Engine. That series, man. I love it, but that series, man. Okay, now it's looking more like Ed. Now it looks more like Ed. Yay. Who even buys those anymore? Would anyone drink bacon cola? I'm not sure if I would. Of course, I don't drink normal cola, so... But I don't know if I would drink bacon cola. That sounds kind of weird. Yeah, I would try it, but I'm not sure. Like, I have a strange suspicion that I would just end up spitting it out. Oh yeah, once I get this drawing finished, I will end up scanning it into my pad, and I'll probably post it on Tumblr, so you'll see the finished thing. You know, in better quality than what YouTube is wanting to. Do. Oh, you're so dead. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. such horrible noises. Oh my goodness. Oh my word, it is dead. Look at that. Come on. You can do it. Good gravy. Ah, that's so awful. I'm sure that this thing, like, it has ink in it. I'm sure of it. It's just the nib is so dead. Oh, and now I got ink on my fingers. Went this long without it. I'm a messy artist. Please, do something. Fine. I need to buy another one of these. The dark markers actually are the ones that end up dying on me more. Sad but true. They'll work for a while, but then they'll just give up one day. I don't know if the dark ends up just like, does it clog more, or like, since it has more pigment, does it clog more? What's going on there? I'm guessing that's what's going on there, but I don't know exactly. And I'm not an expert on Copics by any means, so if any of you guys want to know more, check your sources, because I don't know. All I know is that dark ones end up dying. Horrible deaths. I'm very cheery, aren't I? Oh, that looks good. There's always these times where I have to pull back and just remember that hair sometimes do a floof. And they look good. I'm only gonna, like, go over this with this marker in certain areas because I don't want him to turn into matte again, but there we go. And I'll do like this. There we go. Oh, my nose is so messed up. Oh wow, we've been going for like an hour, 30 minutes. Ginger head instead of ginger ale. Ah. Okay, do I procrastinate further, or do I do as hoodie and get it over with? Let's get it over with. I don't know what that noise was. room's gonna reek to high heaven. I don't mind. I have Ed. You know, I might end up, like, later doing a thing where, like, I'll only stream for an hour or something so that my room doesn't stink up too bad. But for right now, I just want to color on Ed. I should be working on my show pitch. I really should be, but I only have to, like, write the springboards, which are, like, show synopsises to see how, like, the show would pan out. You know, like, so this character does this, which creates such and such conflict, which would then be resolved in this way. Or maybe after such and such events, it would be resolved in this way. That kind of thing. They're usually not more than just a few sentences long. So, I just have to write it out. I'm not bleeding through, am I? Just checking. Okay. Oh, it's horrible. So, you know, without the line art always does, like, start creepy. This marker's dying on me too. I end up using it for like grass and stuff. So, like, the other one was sky blue and I ended up using this for grass. Suddenly I have Holding On for a Hero stuck in my head. I'm not sure why. Welcome to Wizard Beatboxing, where I make strange noises for no good reason. What is this voice? I don't know. You know the good thing? I have a yellow green. This is just straight green G40. No idea if that shows up on camera. But I have a yellow green that I ended up buying one time because I thought it was funny and it's not colored. I have a sense of humor. But I bought it one time and then later got this one in a set. They're nearly identical. It's just that one's slightly more yellow, while this one's slightly more blue. So they are interchangeable in a pinch. And I'd call this one, so I'm putting you back. You're in timeout. And pull out the yellow-green. I'll use that one instead. When the time comes. Oh, wait. You guys are doing okay, right? I haven't checked on you in a while. You're doing okay.
Thank you. You're sweet.
Okay. Also,
Thanks again for like joining me in this. I know it's just weird with me rambling and stuff, but it really is fun to like doodle and hang out with you guys. So, gonna go back to drawing. Also, I do want to mention on things where I'm not like doing Copics, I will try to have my sister in here with me so that she can read chat to me and I'll be able to keep up with you guys more. But usually I end up when it's Copics, she really doesn't like the smell and the green ones stink a lot. So I don't know why the green ones stink. I found that out while working on a bunch of different things. Just the green ones stink. I mean, green is usually like, they tend to do like smelly lines with it, but like, you know, like that. But why have a stink? Sad green blab. And it does, it stinks. It is by far the worst offender of the alcohol stink. And it's like not straight alcohol somehow. I don't know how it manages this, but it's like not straight alcohol stink. Like hand sanitizer, that's alcohol smell. But like, this has another note in it, and I don't know how to describe it. All I know is just, oh gosh. This has a lot of it. My face itches. I have a dogwood that's right outside my window that it just finished blooming, so now it has all these pretty little red berries on it. It is so cute. Let's see if I can come up with more facts about Eddsworld since I'm drawing Ed. I don't want to give spoilers because like you guys should really go watch the show. It's amazing. I really like watching the animation get better. Like there's a big jump when you can tell they brought in an animation team. But just watching Ed's work get better, like wow. He went from stick figures to characters that are sort of like not too polished, but like not bad either. And then just kept getting better and better and better. And like he could always animate a fight scene. Like those were impressive. I've seen big companies do worse than this kid did at like age 15. I mean, some of that is like if you start drawing young, then you're just going to be a complete crazy person about it, like master at it sometimes. I mean, certain people are. But like, it's cliche and stuff, but the motto practice makes perfect. Gosh, it does. I've been drawing since like age 2. Which is actually about as long as Ed has been drawing. Or at least as long as he's been posting stuff. But I started with like squiggles. Like those were my masterpieces back then.
And now I'm doing this. So, like, just keep at it. Honestly. Like, everyone tells you, like, just keep trying, keep at it, don't give up. I entirely agree with that. You might not be Picasso, but, like, if everyone were Picasso, then Picasso wouldn't be that great. Eddsworld is sort of good because it has a note of bad in it. I listened to them talking about it once, and, like, they all out tell their animators, like, no, that's a bit too smooth. We're going for, like, a little rough around the edges. And it's just like, oh my gosh, it has so much charm in it, the animation. And it's so good because of that. I'm singing high praises of it because it has so much charm. If the Eddsworld team hired me, then I would faint. But also, it's just because, like, these are people that have been on YouTube since, like, it was very young. And I've known these boys for about a week, but if anything happened to them... You know that quote. I don't want to say anything too crazy on these streams. Not yet. Like, I want them to be sort of chill. Because, like, I sometimes have a very strange filter. I don't end up swearing, like, at all. Like, dang is the worst I end up going. But some reason, I'm not sure if that shows up on camera, but the way I ended up doing it, he has, like, a mark down the side of it. That happens sometimes. Hopefully it'll come out when I end up blending it. I don't want to buy Eddsworld. Honestly, like, if my Nickelodeon show got me in a position that I could work on it, I would be very, very happy. But I don't think I could run the show as well as the people that are running it now. It has a sense of humor that I very much enjoy watching. It's just I can't write it that well. Like, I can sort of mimic it. It's just, like, I ended up drawing a picture of, like, Ed chopping the head off a zombie. And my dad was sitting there going, what? Because that is just something I usually do not draw. It's very out of my normal style. And, like, I love watching it. It's just normally that isn't the thing I end up doing. So I would think it would end up slipping. And I would love for Eddsworld to stay Eddsworld. But to be able to help Eddsworld be Eddsworld, like, oh gosh, that would be amazing. I'm both equally excited about making my own universe and helping other people make their universes. Like, if my Nickelodeon show actually ends up getting on Nickelodeon, like, I haven't finished writing the pitch yet, but if it ends up getting on Nickelodeon and it does start making me money, I'm gonna be floored. It's gonna be so weird. I'm actually mostly excited because they said that if your pitch ends up getting accepted, then you would get a mentor at Nickelodeon and they would sort of talk to you about the industry. And I'm just so excited to learn more about that industry. Like, I know a bit now, but, like, I've never really been in it. I've actually been in an animation course before where, like, real-life animators graded my animations. If you scroll back some or look at what did I end up naming that playlist? I think it's animation class. If you look at that playlist, then you can see the work from that class. It's a couple years old now, but it's still, like, some of my first animations. I've gotten so much better since then, but, like,
those were being graded by real animators in the industry, and what I learned there was invaluable. So I really love working with these people. They're so talented, so knowledgeable, and just, oh gosh, they're just so amazing. Would I do a podcast? I'm not sure. I end up running out of things to talk about kind of easily. I'm trying to learn how to not do that, which is sort of why I'm practicing streaming. But also, I'm just not used to talking that long, so I tend to like lean more towards visuals than leaning only on my voice. Plus, I usually end up just ripping off other people's stories to tell. Like, I'll tell stories that my grandfather has told me, that my dad has told me, that my mother has told me, that my grandmother has told me, on all sides. They're usually very rarely mine. Mostly because I'm the kid that will sit there and read a book and then go, okay, I have done things in life. Oh yeah, I actually do have a few song covers on my channel. They're not many, but I started worrying that I would get in trouble. There's one Villain I Appear to Be that ended up in Diamond Jack, which that animation is stellar too. Like, gosh, I have an entire playlist of things that I just drool over the animation, but the song in that is just so good too. I end up singing it when I go on my walks and stuff. It's so inspirational. I don't think it ends up getting copyright. But I also don't know. Whoever, like, made and sang that song, like, gosh, you have the voice of an angel. Sometimes when I wanna run away and hide, when there's no one on my side and all my pride has disappeared, I take it off my mind and leave it all behind. Nothing left to do but try to take the leap and follow through. And that's exactly what I'll do. I know to you I don't seem very strong, but I assure you before you can find me, I'm gone. So come on and catch me, you've still got a chance. And then there's some really good saxophone. But not for long, I'll be rolling place to place. Won't stop till I win the race, although I may have crossed the line. No time to waste on you, and I plan on slowing down. No, keep on going, even if you think I'm in the wrong. Just know that although I may not think everything through, don't take back what I say or regret what I do. Know that some stay in line and they stick to the plan, but if you leave it to me, I'll do whatever I can, 'cause I know that's what I'm here for. I don't wanna wait around anymore. Even if you can't see the good inside me, I don't have the time to tell you why. I do the things that I should just please hold on until you see that I'm not the villain I appear to be. Moving along, no, I won't settle down until I'm locked behind bars, so I'm kicked out of town. So you can keep on running around and around, but you will never quite catch up to me. And I know you think I'm crazy, but I hope that maybe now you'll see why I had to try. Like, that song is so good. It's just so good. Ah. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay. Aw, thank you. I have a better cover of that song, actually, on my channel, where I have a better mic. Although I think I was sick while singing that, because my voice sounds slightly different. But yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. You should really go watch Diamond Jack. That animation is just so good, and the singing is amazing, and just wow. Small-time animators are just amazing. I try to, like, give shout-outs to all of them whenever I can, because it's just like, go watch this, it's amazing, more people should watch this, make them big. Which is kind of what's fun about Eddsworld, because, like, they've had so many different, like, rises. Like, they got popular on Newgrounds, and then came over to YouTube, and got popular on YouTube, and then Tort ended up leaving, and I think that it ended up taking a small hit then, but, like, still, people loved it. And it ended up regaining all of its traction again, and, like, I'm really surprised, because, like, it's one dude animating, and he still puts out, like, 8-minute long videos, and, like, a few a year. Like, dude, how are you doing that? How? It's so impressive. And I'm gonna have to redraw in all my lines again, because going over it with Copics makes it difficult. But yeah, Ed was a mastermind at animation. Like, the fight scenes were amazing, his character designs are really cute. Cute/cool, depending on what you want to be called. I'll go with either. I think they're adorable, but also just really cool at the same time. So yeah, just wow. What he was able to do in such a short time was just so impressive. And it makes you wonder, like, what would he have been able to do with more? But, like, beyond just Eddsworld legacy, this man has a legacy. And it's an amazing one, and so inspiring, and so cool, and it's pretty swell.
and I have no idea if like anyone will from Eddsworld will be seeing this. I'm not actually even trying to like butter you up and say please hire me, even though I said that like a while ago. But like, just in just the short amount of time I've known of these characters, they've impressed me so much that, and it's a small YouTuber. Like, how crazy is that? Just a dude just like anyone that ended up taking his shot and it went crazy. People loved it and it's just wow. I hope I can do that. I mean, I have like 100 subscribers and stuff like that, but like, I'm nowhere near crazy popular. Like I'm apparently like a micro influencer. I ended up learning that term recently. That's apparently what I am. Oops, I went way out of the line there. I'll fix it later. But yeah, apparently like a micro influencer is like someone who has like 1,000 or like 100 to 1,000. Okay, maybe it's like 100 to 10,000 followers. And then like a real influencer like you end up hearing about is like over 10,000. I don't have that many. Not sure if I can handle that many, honestly. I probably could if I really tried, but I love like shadow shapes. They're so fun. It looks like it. I'm not bleeding through, am I? Ah. Okay. I don't know why I have to do that every time, but like looking at the other side is just always weird. Remember to drink your water. Stay hydrated. And I just ran out of water. Let me run grab some more real quick. I'll be back in a minute. Oh gosh, step out of the room and step back in, and yeah, that reeks. That is green Copic smell. Oh. Okay, I need to hurry and finish this up because Dad said that we're gonna have to go in like an hour and a half. Speedrun time! Do 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 boop 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 doo 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 doo. I don't know the noises I'm making. Where did you put there? Okay. Sorry if I'm being quiet. I really need to get this finished. Trying to not be quiet. But if I end up slipping, then I sorry. What can I talk about? I've heard a lot recently about like Toon Boom. Is that gonna take the place of Flash? I mean, I honestly don't care either way because like I haven't used either personally yet. I don't have a computer, unfortunately. So I haven't used either program. So it'd be like learning new either way for me. It kind of looks like old Ed, and like when he was using the darker colors. That's just my style. I do plan on drawing like different iterations of the boys, if I can. So I might end up drawing an older Ed at some point. For funsies. Where I actually try to make his hoodie dark. I just have a lot of dark Copics, so it's gonna end up slipping there. blend, blend, blend. Sort of like ASMR. Like if I talk really quiet, I don't know if I'm talking over the fan, but if I talk really quiet, then it'd be ASMR. That might be weird, but I don't really like ASMR. I don't know if it's weird or not, but it just doesn't really do it for me. A bunch of people whispering is just, why would you? Why would you want that? I mean, I guess in a way I can understand it, but also, like, just some quiet time, but also just, Not, like, if it helps you, it helps you. Like, not making fun of you or anything. It just personally doesn't help me. I've heard of a few people that it does that with. Like, it helps them, some people, and it just doesn't others. I just got to thinking, if Matt, like, there's some people think in the fandom that he might still be a vampire. Some people think he might still be a zombie. What would a vampire zombie be like? Because, like, he was a zombie first, so I think that would end up dominating. But like, zombies end up looking old and ragged and gross. Versus vampires who, like, yeah, they're pale, but they usually, like, there's usually a bunch of stuff of, like, oh, you want eternal life and eternal youth and keep your good looks? Vampire. Which is probably why Matt got turned into one, if I'm being honest. But, like, I don't think a vampire would want to bite a zombie. But it just in general, like, what would a vampire zombie be like? Could he go out in the sun? Like, with the zombie stuff, since, like, he was a zombie first? Like, that might be why Matt's not able to go out in the sun and stuff. The vampire's enough to keep the zombie stuff, you know, like, at bay, so he doesn't end up looking all rotted and gross. And the zombie stuff is able to keep him alive so that he can eat garlic and stuff like that. So it's just, Matt is now unkillable. That would be hilarious. Terrifying, but hilarious. Just... yeah. Indestructible Matt. Indestructible Matt. I love when he stepped out in the sun and he just exploded. Usually they end up, like, melting away into dust. Nope, explosion. That's obviously the better choice. Just got one more color. Also, I'll probably try to like ink this another day. Because I don't think I have time to do all of that. And the Copics do need to like rest and stuff. Fun fact, this marker and this marker both ran out of ink. And I think I have it fixed now. No, I don't. Okay. But they both ran out of ink. And then I was refilling them and I mixed them up. So this one is a little, is supposed to be darker, but it isn't. And this one is supposed to be lighter, but it isn't. And they had a little bit of the previous ink in them still. So, yeah, oops. I have to be careful because sometimes the page that you're making sure stuff doesn't bleed onto can bleed back. So that's why I have two. And it did a little crap. It looks green. Why you have to do that? Oh well, I can probably fix it. So since his hoodie is like, it ends up bunching up like that, it's gonna cast shadow on here, so even though the light's coming from that direction, this part of his hand will be in shadow anyway because of his hoodie. I'm making y'all learn stuff. Oh yeah, sis, if you need to wander off, you can. Don't let me hold you. Like, if you need to be busy doing other things. I know I'm streaming for a long time. all green now. Why is it doing that? Not sure if that picks up on camera. Why don't you do this? Sorry, just having to go into concentration mode a little bit. Trying to get the skin tone right. Because I have a nasty habit of not doing that. There, that looks pretty good. And a nice trick with Copics is that you can, like going from light to dark, you can do your light colors, do your dark colors, and then as you're blending them back in, don't color over everything quite as much. Like, I ended up doing all of this in this marker, but I'm not gonna do that this time because you can end up adding second layers in with your blending. I think I explained that horribly, but like, just don't end up coming all the way back over your lines again, and you can pretty much make a new shadow. I don't know if that shows up on camera. And I need to decide what I'm going to do for the background too. Why did your hand turn green? Why you do that? Huh? Why you do that, funny boy? Are you trying to be a zombie? Or radioactive again? Man, your series is weird. I love it. He looks mildly orange right now, but I promise that when it dries, it looks so much better. The skin tone colors are always difficult like that. They dry to what they really look like, and then look kind of orangish other than that. So everyone looks like an Oompa Loompa while you're working. And I ended up drawing or coloring his eyes and teeth a bit too dark anyway, but oh well. I think that's all I have time for today. I might try to do like a background off camera some other day and then ink on stream again, maybe next Saturday if I'm lucky. But I can't make any promises of that, but glad you had fun, sis. I'll see you all whenever my next video posts. I'll try to get this one up whenever I can. Bye!